And Jewish groups have backed up that call from Susan Lee this morning. Joining us live now, our Wednesday panel, Labor MP Julian Hill and Liberal MP Keith Wolahan. Julian is speaking to us from Taiwan at the moment, so good to have you with us, Julian, and I'll talk about that a little later on. But on this issue of a two-state solution, we spoke about this just last week, but by pushing for Palestinian statehood now, when the job isn't done by Israel, Hamas is still there. How is this not rewarding Hamas, which is not even interested in a two-state solution?
Well, this debate comes in the context of an accelerating global discussion about recognition of Palestinian statehood to help build the pathway towards a two-state solution. It's been Australia's long-standing position, bipartisan position, in support of a political solution to this decades-old conflict. And that's what this debate is about. But I'd make 2 points. Firstly, this is in Israel's own security interests. Israel needs recognition in the region, and ultimately that will only come from a number of its neighbours and countries in the region when there's a Palestinian state recognised alongside it. But the second point is it undermines support amongst the Palestinian people for extremism. It gives hope, it gives reassurance that there is a pathway out of this decades-long cycle of violence. And to be very clear, Australia sees no role for Hamas in the future governance of a Palestinian state.
Keith, your thoughts on this? Do you support a two-state solution, first of all?
It's bipartisan support for a two-state solution, but this is one of the most intractable problems in international security and policy in human history. So to think that we're going to solve this in a speech by the Australian Foreign Minister, I think is hubris. This will only be solved by a negotiation, and the timing of this is important. So to have shifted the dial from an Australian perspective, I agree with Susan Lee that this is giving a public relations victory to Hamas for what they did on the 7th of October. The timing is all wrong. Of course, long term, all reasonable people want a two-state solution, and it is in Israel's and Palestinian people's interests. But the timing of this doesn't help at all.